Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to the episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the previous video, we did the exact thing I'm doing right now, which was exploring Dragon Roost Island, and we actually did some side quests. We also got our assignment to go and meet Medley out the backside of the Dragon Roost Island area. Oh, we have max rupees, cool. When you reset the game after saving inside of the town, it spawns you on the outside. Thankfully, we have that shortcut, so it's not too big of a deal. Let's see, what else did we do in the previous video? We talked to Prince Kamali. He said he doesn't want anything to do with us. So, about what you could expect. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal because we are going to be adventuring elsewhere. Hopefully we're able to solve Prince Kamali's problem. Make everybody a little bit happier. What do you have to say, good sir? I guess it's to be expected in this heat, but just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. Let's go ahead and do that. If we can see, yeah. It is completely dried up, and unfortunately, despite that, we need to actually get down there. We can't just backflip off the side. But we got to see a little bit of an above ground view. So now we're going to go ahead and jump down and meet Medley back there. Let's see, that's the door I entered from, so this should be the exit to Dragon Roost Pond. Or what's left of Dragon Roost Pond. Here we are. Very windy, very dead area. Rumbling from a volcano. Medley told us to meet her out here, and there she is. Hello, Medley. Hey, you actually came. I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the Great Valoo, he became so angry, and in his rage, he shook the mountain and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where is my mind? Tell me, how is Prince Kamali? Pretty terrible. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Kamali's taken. See, Prince Kamali's grandmother was the Great Valoo's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave and unsurpassed in dealings with the Great Valoo. I'm not yet worthy of being mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Kamali would have felt more secure. Link, I'm so sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost. That ledge over there is so high. If I get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? Sure. Phew, thanks so much. Okay, pick me up. Then face that ledge and toss me. The atmospheric currents are really messed up, so pay close attention to the direction of the wind. Alright, I'm ready. Don't look back now. Throw me as hard as you can. So, we're gonna pick up Medley. And then we're going to go over to this little ledge here. You notice there's a lot of particles in the sky. There's orange and white particles. Depending on which way they go is the wind direction. So if we want to throw Medley off into some random area, we totally can. Okay, that didn't exactly work. Let's try once more. Use the wind and throw me up onto that ledge. Whatever you say, Medley. Let's go ahead and wait for the proper wind this time. See, it's still not going the right way. We're waiting for all the particles to flow in the direction we want them to be. Now it's flowing to the right. We need it to flow straight, dead ahead. Here, nope, that's to the left. Okay, oh, dead on. Come on, straight forward. There it is. Go, Medley. Perfect. Oh, thank you. I think I'll be able to climb Dragon Roost to meet with the Great Valoo. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may just be an apprentice attendant, but I can understand some of the Great Valoo's language. I'm not exactly bursting with confidence, but look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Kamali. This is all I have to give you. I know it's not much, but please take it. Thank you for the mysterious item, which is an empty bottle. Set it and use it with Y, X, or R. Bottles are great for carrying water and holding other things. Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing Dragon Roost. It'll be our secret, okay? Well, good luck to both of us. Medley, it's a secret to everybody. So this is our first bottle of the game. Bottles are a staple in the Zelda series, and just like the description says, we can use it to hold some water. You filled your bottle with water. Try pouring it on something that looks dry and withered. Okay, will do. By the way, Medley talking about how she's not bursting with confidence over the translation thing is very, very relatable to people who are like part-time scholars of a second language. Like when I was taking Spanish classes in high school, I would always question like, If I was dropped in the middle of Spain or like the middle of Mexico or some other Spanish-speaking country with like unlimited money, could I get myself home, right? And I feel like I probably could, at least in my heyday. Now I'm not so sure. By the way, we can water these bomb flowers in order to get them to grow. You only have to water one of them, but, well, you know what? That's fine. You only have to water one. And what we can do is use these bombs to explode the big boulder that is the problematic thing right here in front of us. If you hit it, I haven't hit it? My accuracy is that bad? Wait, is this an acceptable? Wait, how is this not an acceptable bomb? They're perfect. They're great. What is happening? There we go. I held it a little bit so that I could cook the bomb like a hand grenade in Call of Duty. Anyway, boom, we can blow up the rock. The spring will be uncovered and it will begin to fill once again with water. So now, unlike Medley, we do not have wings. We could not cross previously, but since we were able to fill up the area, we can cross just by swimming. And we are big fans of swimming. Of course, being from Outset Island, there's a lot of ocean, and I would assume they swim in Outset Island, you know? Seems like it'd be a pretty fun little task. Well, anyway, oh, now we have to play some basket bomb, or bomb skit ball. We have to aim these bombs into these little bowls that these people are holding, and that will make it so the little platforms fall down and we can hop across. Oh, that's not good. I think what I want to do... Okay, so one problem with the roll being so quick, you can chain them really quickly together, but also it's very easy to roll when you don't want to roll, and it gets you very far from your original spot. How am I this bad? All you have to do is bank it off the dude's face. In. There we go. Perfect. And now we can go across. And ladies and gentlemen, this is actually the very first dungeon of the game. Already. We can walk inside and we are here in the first room of Dragon Roost Cavern. Normally the fire dungeon is like second, but here we are, starting it off in the non-traditional sense. So we are not going to finish Dragon Roost Cavern today, and we're not even going to make it to the halfway mark, I don't believe. We're going to get some progress going. As you can see, we can pull those aside and enter this brand new room. There are two people here. They have sticks, and the sticks are on fire. We are able to pick up these sticks just like we picked up the sticks at the Forsaken Fortress if we so choose. But honestly, these guys don't really need that. Hey, a joy pendant. Nice. Something worth mentioning is this cauldron right here. We'll see cauldrons all throughout the dungeon, and they will be covered with different pot lids. And if you complete the dungeon, or not complete the dungeon, if you complete the area where the second cauldron is, and you, oops, that's not good. And you open up the pot lid, you are able to go and teleport to later parts of the dungeon. It allows you to move around quickly between areas in case you are like me and you don't intend to play the dungeon in one full sitting. It'll serve as like little checkpoints, as the word I'm looking for. Alright, so we can light those two sticks, and then let me drop that and open up this chest to get our very first small key. You can use it to open locked doors, and you can only use it in this dungeon. That's worth mentioning because in the early Zelda games, basically I think Zelda 1, keys were just keys. You could use a key in any dungeon you wanted. A key from the first dungeon is the same thing as a key from the second dungeon. This is the center room here of the dungeon. You can see it's got a lot of height to it, a lot of up and a lot of down. There's a door right there, but it is locked. We cannot access it, so we'll have to just keep that in mind as we continue to roll around. You might hear the flapping wings of some bats. Those are, of course, Keese, a staple enemy here in the Zelda series. They're in, like, every single game. That's fire. Don't jump into fire. Link will catch on fire, as you saw. Here are the keys. There we are. What's cool about bridges in this game is you can actually break the supports. If you break enough of the supports, you'll fall. Just like that. That was not my intent. I think I discussed that on Outset Island, because there was that one rope bridge that spans across from the forest area and the main town. I think I mentioned like, oh hey, later on in the game you can snap ropes. So we snapped the ropes. That has a purpose. It's not just a joke. On this particular bridge, we don't want to do it, but it is a feature of the game. It is not like a joke or anything. You do have opportunities where that's a good idea to break the ropes on the bridge. And I think we'll see that later in this dungeon, actually. Alright, so you might have noticed these. These are bottles or jugs full of water. And water and lava combined to make like obsidian. We've all played Minecraft. We know the rules. And if we make some obsidian, we'll call it, you can have access to walk around on it to access new areas, such as this area to get the dungeon map, which we can view by tapping the map screen. Once again, there is no mini map unless you're playing on the Wii U GamePad. The Wii U GamePad has like a persistent mini map if you slide it over to that menu. So some advantages to playing on Wii U GamePad and some disadvantages. Hey, there's that red choo-choo. We know all about red choo-choos. I personally am not playing on the Wii U GamePad solely because I strongly dislike that controller. Hey, here's another Bokoblin. This one has a different sword. This is another sword we can pick up if we so choose, though. I'll pick it up right now. And of course, we can just use it like a normal sword. I don't think it does extra damage or anything like that. But, you know, it's neat to have, I guess. It's kind of a novelty. Here we are. Drop anything good. Hearts, and there's some red chew jelly. We can open this up and get another small key. Small keys are tracked in the bottom right-hand corner. I didn't point that out, but it's down there next to our maxed out rupee count. Max rupees already. You don't usually want to see max rupees in this game until it's like the end of the game. Generally because if you have max rupees, you can't collect any more. Oh yeah, you can't carry the items through doors, but I think we knew that already. Hey, here to our right, there is some bombs on the wall, and we of course want the bombs to be lit, so we can toss something at it. There we are. And that will create a shortcut back to the first room where we entered. The first doorway we came through was through there. And then here's that locked door I said we would come back to. Hope you guys kept it in your memories per my request. Alright, so if we check out over here, there's a ledge with a chest on the other side, but I can't really cross that lava. There's no water bottles around, and even if there was, it's a little too low for us. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to cross there at some point. Hey, a loot box. Oh boy, loot boxes. My favorite video game feature. They're not actually loot boxes, they're like loot orbs. They're kind of cool. Which is, honestly, I've never purchased a loot box or like a Counter-Strike crate or anything like that. I just get them for free when I play Overwatch sometimes, and they make me excited. I'm like, oh boy, Overwatch loot crate. I wonder what it could be. It could be anything. I think that's exciting. Maybe it's just me. There are no loot crates in Zelda though, except for, I mean, the aforementioned, like, the orbs. But they're not really loot crates. Loot crate is a brand, by the way. Hey, you can light these on fire. That's cool. If you so choose to do that instead of breaking them with your sword, you can ignite them using a lit stick. This will grant us access to the outdoors. Here's another bridge you could break, but this one too, it does not have a purpose for breaking it. Oh, get out of here. He is falling all the way down. What's he gonna do? What's gonna happen to him? Oh, he just falls through the water. Or, okay. He just sinks straight to the bottom. Alright, here we have a wooden ladder that has fire just on it. Thankfully, it doesn't burn. But yeah. Hey, here's an enemy. I believe these are Carguroks. They have tail feathers that will be important eventually. Okay, good. I blocked him. I can deal some damage. And... oh! Did that fall on... no, it fell way, way away. Okay, that was the Cargurok Feather, as I was mentioning. Actually, it might not be called a Cargurok Feather. It might have a different name. Uh-oh, go back. Change mind. Either way, their feathers are another collectible item, just like a Joy Pendant or Chew Jelly. So we're going to want to pick that up if we ever come across it. We will come across them a lot. We just didn't get that first one, unfortunately, but it's okay. We will survive. Come over here, there's a big boulder in the way. Can't do anything about that. We also can't sidle or sidle or slide or crawl or touch the wall and swoopity whoopity. We gotta drop and cross just like that. Perfect. And when we go up here, you might hear a Cargurocking. But there's also a bomb flower which we can use to blow up this big boulder. You know, for all these bombs we've been using, we certainly don't have a bag for those bombs, which is a tiny bit unfortunate. Here we have a bit of a puzzle. This is a puzzle related to making things fall. And in case you wanted to, you can ascend nearly all the way to the top. But we don't want to do that quite yet. Let's go ahead and pull this one out as well. Perfect. Things will fall down. And we can climb up here, which is great. As you can see, we've got all sorts of things going on. I feel like, was there something back behind here? My senses are tingling. I'm gonna leave the room and try it. I have this weird inkling in my mind that there was like a goodie if you hold this like almost all the way but not quite all the way, like that, and then like that. There is a goodie back here. I knew it. Okay, wait. Put that away. Crouch and crawl. Okay. What is the goodie? Money that I can't hold. Lots of money that I can't hold. Just exponential amounts of money I can't hold. Is there something good back here, though? I don't remember. Is there anything? I don't even think there's anything. No, there's not. It's just money. Okay. Well, who would I be if I didn't show you guys how to get the best money routes in this game, eh? Now you know, in case you guys are aspiring rupee collectors, you can go back into there. Let's go ahead and show off something interesting. We have to go back to the item screen, and we actually need to get out our bait, because if we toss bait, a rat will come out, and we can chat with the rat. Delicious! Hey, I got something real good I'll sell for you. For real, what'll it be for you? You can buy bait for 3 scoops or buy a Hyoi pear. Hyoi pear, 30 rupees. Bring me more sometime. More! You can trade with the mouse. Hello? Link, have you seen any filthy thieving rats around? I know they're annoying, but keep your wits about you. They are only rats. If you spread bait near their nest, they may share their story of treasure with you. Why don't you try it? Also, the King of Red Lions hijacked Tetra's little communication device, but I guess that's cool. I don't mind. As you can see, this one is too strong for us to break through, so we're going to need to use the magic of fire. We're going to use some fire to take care of this. Alrighty. Here we are. And we'll start with this and toss it. Perfect. That's a good fire route right there. 2 chests we can open. First chest is this one. What could it contain? What could it be? It is, of course, the compass, which is able to showcase all sorts of different areas here on the map screen. It'll show us where the treasure chests are that we haven't opened yet, where the boss door is, all sorts of good things like that. And then this chest, by process of elimination, we have 0 keys. There's a locked door behind us. It's a key. A small key, to be precise, which is the opposite of a large key. I think in this game it's called the big key, which makes sense, like small key, big key. I think Ocarina of Time calls it the boss key, I think, so that's a potential source of confusion for folks. Alrighty. Aha. Another locked door, but no key. Well, hey, this bird seems to think he's swell. He stole the key. And we could finish fighting him if you wanted, but I'm just gonna run through the door. I personally think it's the better strategy. Alright, we've got sticks, and we've got a torch. We know the rules. Probably want to carry this with us. There are lots and lots and lots of keys in here. Not keys, but keys. I guess, you know, not like small keys, as in like bats. There's lots of bats, which we can thankfully deal damage to. There's also a chest. We will pause and open this. Give us a joy pendant. Okay, we need to collect lots of joy pendants, so we will be happy we own that now. Explode the loot crate. Looks like our torch burned out. That's fine. We can just grab another one, swoop and swoop, which will unlock the bars on the door and allow us to go through. Perfect. And hey, if you look over here to the left, there is one of these crates that I mentioned existing. If we blow up the top of it, you notice this one is emitting blue smoke. If we drop in, we will end up back at the start of the dungeon in the green one. And then of course, when you take the green one, it will allow you to go through and you can access the other end with the blue smoke, which is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. I'm breaking up the dungeon into 2, maybe 3 parts. I'm not actually sure yet. I think in Ocarina of Time, I did them like the dungeon in one part and then the boss fight in another part. We'll have to figure out what I want to do for this series. That's going to be all for now, though. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and tell your friends about the series if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys send my videos around. I'll catch you guys all back here next time for the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Until then, and as always, take care.